man existed who could not be stopped by a slug from a 45.
Yeah. I ride through the ghetto, windows down, halfway out of my mind. Music on 9, blasting Donny Hathaway. Me and my niggas spending half the day plotting how we gon' get this map today without getting blasted away. I wake up to the same problems after the day. Life is harsh, nigga got it right to spark. Right from the start, they placed me in the ghetto, tender age of 9. My tender mind had to surrender the crime. Wouldn't wish this on nobody like the end of like mine. Ever since I was quite young, a nigga been in the bind. Had to scratch for every plaque. Even rap ain't all it's cracked up to be. Niggas don't stack up to me. Had to hustle in the world of trouble. Strapped in, claustrophobic. Only way out was rapping. America don't understand the demographics I tapped in. I'm the truest nigga to do this, thinking anything else is foolish. But those who stay high under God's great sky, my lyrics is like the Bible, made to save lives. In the midst of all your misery, nigga, stay fly. Never let them see you frown, even smile when you down. Shit, I floss on my off days. Fuck what they all say. Niggas can't stop me with rumors, I'm too strong all day. Socks exploding, sweatpants pockets is bulging. Holding it down on the corner of my block posing. My spot is rolling, drop the price of the coke in. Drove the competition out and let the dough flow in. The cops is closing in, I can do the time, but what's really on my mind ain't no holes in the pen. I play the low end, try to make it hard to find me. Feds still trying to build the case since 93. I told them I'm retired, but they like whatever. You know them pics don't wanna see you get your life together. I'm stuck in this life forever. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Who am I to change the game? You gotta move quick like heroin and cocaine. The block's hotter than it's ever been. Once again, I hold a gun eye level. I ain't afraid of conflict. I let the 9 niggas say hi to the devil. I'm blind with the bezel, I'm aligned with the ghetto. What y'all niggas afraid of? My mind or the metal? Niggas trying to subtract my life. My mathematics is precise. I carry the 9, so fucking with me just ain't the answer. I just can't lose. When I was young, I was like fresh. Papa raised me with chess moves. And though you're gone, I'm not bitter. You left me prepared. We got divided by the years, but I got it from here. Don't sweat that. It sounds bum from Marcy to left rack to that project in DC where my man caught his death at. Over my years, I've seen Brooks get taken by the night, lose their crown for trying to defend the queen. Checkmate and 4 moves. Bobby Fischer rap with raw moves. And the time where we all move.
Incredible.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Who am I to change the game? You gotta move quick like heroin and cocaine. The block's hotter than it's ever been. Once again, I hold the gun eye level. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Who am I to change the game? You gotta move quick like heroin and cocaine. The block's hotter than it's ever been. Once again, I hold the gun eye level. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Who am I to change the game? You gotta move quick like heroin and cocaine. The block's hotter than it's ever been. Once again, I hold the gun eye level. Black gangsta.
Trapped in the black drama. You hear the laughter, seconds after that you fade out. You played out, you laid out, your heart nearly gave out. You're lucky that you made out with just a few scars when the bleeding ends. The streets let you breathe again, but evil men will soon be on the receiving end of universal law. I'm calling on the meek and the poor to fight back and never forfeit defeat. You have to go to war with forces that are on the point of 7 continental borders. A mental fortress is essential to absorb this. My sword is a human orb until it orbits in the art of war. Can't see grim reaping morbid and pieces of the lost civilization in the past had my photograph etched inside of pyramids. Laugh at this revelation without 365 days of concentration and 24-hour meditation would be foolishly pagan. I'm ancient as amen, see I stay grim, throwing foes in a pit full of pit bulls to be shaken, or strapped to the crossroads of hell and sin which trapped the sinners in the cell such as Sing Sing. I bring grim tidings, titled the wave are not exciting. Stop biting the dick, start biting your own shit, cause I stick figures that they fat and can't rap with blast. I make them slim fast, looking like stick figures. I'm all that, I back chips at concerts and shows. Get more panties than hoes and boost Victoria's Secret clothes. Pose his tag, expose toes at the corners. Kids with cold feet rising full like the barometer. Grim, we're mentally chopped your career. This shit is locked down here like penitentiary blocks and years. Escape out of your ducks every time you hear my name. You better duck feet or catch a fucking face full of duct tape.
keep myself from giving in.
On a man-made lake, there's a sheet of thin ice where unskilled skaters couldn't figure 8 twice. That's 16, uncut, direct from the coast. Head on assault, the result, death by the in the votes. It spoke about the average lost permission that was seen by a king in a prophetic vision, like a plane crash from a bomb blast. Special broadcast, slot time and Comcast. They kept the jury quiet, and then the riot performed. While satanic man now hanging his door. I swing on you fake radio personalities who boost your ratings with hypes behind fire shots with low pressure water gunplay, but instantly slap your five like it's Palm Sunday. I fashioned the first tools from the elements the earth used and built it to a network of communications. You're up against a hopeless situation. I screen every vehicle from enemy observation. Swarming unpredictably, we spread terror, increase the fog significantly, change the era. Check my wind pattern, it's heading west. Success is freedom, but failure can mean death. Human sweat and aim shovels, dig up debris and rubble. Permanent damage caused by the double. You now who carelessly urge you to merge through and think the work was to serve you. The sonic marvel who just dropped the next novel. Wide rapidly more than marble. It's the countless amount of rap I saved, and the same wanna squander those gifts I gave.
Underneath the surface, where does your purpose lie? It seems our will is worthless, like we're pawns beneath the sky. Raised by reason, and passion's just a whim. Feel empty, so I breathe in, keep myself from giving in.
American freedom isn't worth a dime. The night's not dark enough to cover you. It's not dark enough to cover you. It's not dark enough to cover you. It's not dark enough to cover you. Dark enough to cover you. It's not dark enough to cover you. It's not dark enough to cover you.
Tommy ain't my motherfucking boy. When your fake moves on a nigga you employ, all the merch off the set. Now you know, goddamn, I show living large niggas how to flip a Def Jam and rough up the motherfucking house. Cause I'm sorry, you cold chillin' motherfuckers, I still want a brother. I'm ruthless, my clan don't have to act wild. That shit is job, ain't no sleeping bag profile. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas became thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are from the virgin. And if you ain't on the mic, you couldn't hurt a beat. That's like going to Venus driving the Mercury. The capital of this rugged slang is Wu-Tang. Witty, unpredictable talent, natural game. I'm death row and MC with Mike Cables. The epic is that I rush associated labels from east, west to ACO. I bring it to a next plateau, but I keep it fat though. Yeah, I'm hitting batters up with the wild pitch style. I even showing uptown MCA style. Who thought he saw me on 4th and Broadway, but I was out on the island bombing MCs all day. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas became thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are from the virgin. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas became thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are from the virgin. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas became thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are from the virgin. The soft comedian rap shit ain't the rough witty. On the real, it wasn't from a tough city. Niggas became thinking that they lyrical surgeons. They know they mics are from the virgin.
was filled in, and that some of the well-known towers were demolished, whose loomings existed to confuse the beholder. But what I observed with chief interest and delight were the open windows, gorgeously ablaze with light and sending forth sound of the gayest revelry. Advancing to one of these, I looked in and saw an oddly dressed company indeed, making merry and speaking brightly to one another. I had never seemingly heard human speech before, and could guess only vaguely what was said. Some of the faces seemed to hold expressions that brought up incredibly remote recollections. Others were utterly alien. I now stepped through the low window into the brilliantly lighted room, stepping as I did so from my single bright moment of hope to my blackest convulsion of despair and realization. The nightmare was quick to come, for as I entered, there occurred immediately one of the most terrifying demonstrations I had ever conceived. Scarcely had I crossed the sill when there descended upon the whole company a sudden and unheralded fear of hideous intensity, distorting every face and evoking the most horrible screams from nearly every throat. Flight was universal, and in the clamor and panic, several fell in a swoon and were dragged away by their madly fleeing companions. I passed under an arch out of that region of slabs and columns and wandered through the open country.
You weren't able to see clearly inside your heart.
You've had me in deep hypnosis, and I asked you not to do that.
hear them sirens blaring. 50 flying down the avenue like the Red Baron. Chasing after cousin in a white Xterra. He crashed into a semi, jackknife when he veered left. It appears the Grim Reaper at his doorstep. Then he looked me dead in my eyes and said, "You're next." Must have cut like a scalpel and forceps. The smell of brimstone in the air, it was a warning.
Never speak at a sucker with a weak bladder. Like they ain't even real, I see past them weak bastards. For cover, please blast it. Homies have to carry you out like he's had it. Soft and be savage, like you having lunch with Michael Jackson up in the Psycho Mansion. When the final spin up finna begin, our final action. Live brothers living to win. We fly past them, I'm Adam. First man chillin' with my fly man. O-P-I-O, I see the psychopath acting black to Anglo-Saxon. We read them like Maxim. Keep your eyes peeled, keep your boots slack, keep your mouth shut.
Fake niggas keep a new face.
Keep your fingers crossed,
keep the pot boiling,
keep the ball rolling.
Pyro crew,
yeah. Keep your eyes peeled, keep your boots slack, keep your mouth shut.
Fake niggas keep a new face.
Keep your fingers crossed,
keep the pot boiling,
keep the ball rolling.
Pyro crew,
yeah.
I'm coming like a Coco Trio. I drop a Cena on the crap table, hit the RA so easily. You weak as a parakeet, measly and petty. Smoke blowing like confetti, knock 'em out like.
Yo, spark up the Phillies and pass the stout. Make it quick on the grip, hold your asses out. And a street crawler strike men quicker than lightning. You seen what happened in my last white friend, I did. L's a clever threat, a lyricist who never sweat. Comparing yourself to me, it's like the bench to a Chevrolet. And clown rappers, I'm bound to slay. I'm saying
Do you know anything about this song? It was recorded right after Paula Bell died. You understand what I'm saying, right? She was already dead when she sang this. There's no title on the jacket, but this has to be it. The music has bizarre intonation, and the singing is almost disinterested. I heard rumors of its existence. Now I've heard it. Right after Paula Bell died. You understand what I'm saying, right? She was already dead when she sang this. Title on the jacket. This has to be it. The music has bizarre intonation and the singing is almost disinterested. I heard rumors of its existence. Now I've heard it. A song from beyond the grave. She's dead!
advise me to give up every hope? In your position, I would say yes.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
Is he a man or a monster?
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens. In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens. Now that I realize the truth, it means nothing to me.
No, Chief, no, I haven't been drinking, no, sir.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
I saw those bodies. Whoever mutilated them has a very special problem.
In a peaceful town where nothing ever happens.
Prince of Darkness sleeps soundly.
People who were attacked and contaminated by the vampire. The gruesome vampire who terrorized the people in the mystical regions of Transylvania. The only way to destroy him was to plant a wooden stake into his heart.
May God have mercy on my soul.
I know only one way to judge a man's brilliance, and that's by the size of his bank account.
Wreak havoc, beat this mad traffic, sleek and lavish, people speaking, leaking to the maverick. He see it as just another felony drug arrest. Any day could be the one who picked the wrong thug to test, slugged through the vest. Shot in the street for pulling heat on a father who babies gotta eat. And when they get hungry, it ain't shit funny. Paid to interfere with how brother get his money now. Who's the real thugs, killers, and gangsters? Set the revolution, let the things bust, and thank us. When the smoke clear and you can see the sky again, there will be the chopped off heads of a Leviathan. My friend, I call them strangers. Anybody talk to them end up in some danger. Can't reform them. They pray 4 times a day, they pray 5. Who ways is strange when it's time to survive? Some will go of their own free will to die. Others take them with you when they blow sky high. What's the difference? All you get is lost children while the bosses sit up behind the desk and cost billions to blast humans in half into caps and arms. Only one side is allowed to have bombs. That's like making a soldier drop his weapon, shooting him and telling him to get to stepping. Obviously, it came to portion up his fortune. Sounds to me like that old robbery extortion. Same game. You can't reform him.
Have you gone mad? Yes, I know it's madness.
Could you disprove, for example, that the Martians have bred a race of synthetic humans to save themselves from extinction?
Impressing you a werewolf.
He's completely out of control.
I can't believe it.
I don't have to believe this scientific jazz of yours.
I experienced a strange sensation.
I'll put the coffee on.
A monolith with indifferent geometry and a long, sharp shadow cast by the low morning sun. It is an ominous construction, channeling ancient powers and long-dead gods. Perhaps it is even connected to our primordial extraterrestrial ancestry. And now, just a few days before Christmas, this looming dark stone shows up mysteriously in the night, casting scornful shadows across both our dreams and our primitive understanding of the world.
Y'all scared.
pajamas, obviously. But period.
sungker ben balge 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 li ya
Do not come cheap. This is going to cost you your life.
strangers. If no money exchanges, I got these kids in ranges to leave them niggas brainless. Only total stainless, you just remainers. Calm as possible, make the deal go through. If not, here's 12 shots, we know how you do. Please make your killings clean. Slugs up in between, their eyes like true lies. Kill them and flee the scene. Just bring back the coke or the cream, or else your life is on the shelf. We mean this frank, the cats we fucking with put bombs in your mom's gas tank. Let's get this money, baby. They shady, we get shady. Dress up like ladies and burn them in dirty 380s. Then they come to kill our babies. Word to stretch, I bet they pussy. 7 digits push me, fucking real. Here's the deal, I got 100 bricks, 14